Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm glad to see you again. Let me address a couple things right off the bat. Since our last episode, we've received some feedback. I like to call it feedback. You would call it complaints. Yeah, yeah. People pointed out that our last episode was almost 10 minutes long, and they said, could we pick it up a little? So we're going to do two things to try and make them shorter. Number one, I'm going to talk faster, and number two, we're going to cut out a whole bunch of the funny stuff. So I think that'll make it better. Yeah. And secondly, we've received a number of emails from viewers who have suggested occupations that perhaps I could take a shot at, and I want to give a special shout out to my home lady, Mrs. E.J. Perkins of Spankmore, North Carolina, which I think is right just south of Mount Pilot. Yeah. And Mrs. Perkins, she suggested that perhaps I should look into the scrapbooking industry, which is apparently, it's got to be huge. I think ever since we let the Japanese make all of our cars, it's just freed up so much time, And as an industry, it's a pretty good one because you don't have to wear a hard hat, and that messes your hair up. So I just want to say to Mrs. Perkins, that's a fantastic idea, but I'll tell you this. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Let me tell you what happened. A couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I got involved as a scrapbook consultant. And at first, I didn't have a lot of money for inventory. So for the first year, really all I offered, I had scissors and red Sharpies, which I think red is the best color. And people said to me, Joe, that's mostly, that's a female-dominated industry. Are you sure you want to be in that? I'm like, it's mostly females. Hello? I love women. I really do. I love them. A lot. Too much sometimes, really. Yeah. Oh, man, I wish I could show you my woman's scrapbook. It's just, woo! Yeah. You can see the same stuff on the internet for like $19.95 a month. You really can. Just picture after picture. Go, wow, I can't believe you got them to do that. So, but I thought, but the fact that it is a mostly female industry, perhaps I could meet a really nice woman, or if I got lucky, I might meet a woman that wasn't that nice. And it worked out because I met my wife at an industry conclave, and if I'd known she was going to be there, boy, I would not have gotten caught with a date. I'll tell you that right now, boy. She was just who is that woman that you're with? Just like, a lot of drama with that. So, but that led to a good thing. Like they say, every silver lining has a cloud. And from that chance encounter with my wife and the other woman, then that led to the litigation, and then the litigation led to what I think was one of my best ideas ever. And I'm always thinking, don't kid yourself, there's no off switch on the genius button because buttons don't have switches. But I came up with a scrapbook idea that I thought was going to revolutionize the industry. I'll show you mine here. It was called My First Divorce Scrapbook. And here's this page that's the restraining order. There's a picture of me when I was actually being booked into the jail. And you can't tell, I've been drinking for like a week. So don't mind the hair. And I put hearts around it. And this is the custody agreement here. And the kids, I don't know if you can see the boys. They are so cute. I tell you, those boys, they're the neighbors' kids. They're not. Turns out, I checked into it. My wife and I, we didn't even have children. So, and I think that's the reason why she didn't fight me harder on custody. I really do. But we did have 134 pets. I got all the pets. And and I know that sounds like a lot, but really it was just my turtle, Mr. Jenkins, and 133 ants. Yeah, in an ant farm. I loved them too. Every morning I'd be there with my little face pressed against the glass. Hey, good morning, Tim. I called them all Tim because you can't tell they got little antlers, but you can't tell them apart. I love them. Don't water them too much. That's what I learned, because they'll float for like an hour and then they're done. Yeah. And then it was right after I lost the ants that I got a call from the scrapbook industry leader, and she said that she did no longer wanted me associated with their company as a consultant. They felt like my divorce scrapbook did not support their idea of family values. And I'm like, who can put a value on a family? Turns out a judge can. He can. He can put a number right there, and then you will be making monthly payments, which I still am. It's killing me. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to Mrs. E.J. Perkins. I appreciate the idea. Already been there. So we're moving on with my life, and right now I am still between opportunities. And if the opportunities are big enough and you're between them, they will crush you. That's what I'm learning. So I kept it shorter. I hope you like that, and don't be afraid to forward this to your friends. I mean, why should you be the only victim? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if you get any ideas for jobs, be sure and email me. Let me know, because we're always looking. And until the next time, I'll write if I get work.